Good morning students, welcome to the Java session. In the last session we are discussed about variables in Java. So how to declare and use variables in Java program, and today's session we are going to see scope of variables. So what are the different variables we are going to use in Java program and what is the scope of those variables? Generally in the Java program so far we are declared and used variables inside the main method only. Even Java supports to use the variables in any block of Java program. So the block can begin with opening curly brace and ending with closing curly brace. So within that block you can use the variables. And there is no global variables in Java program. I already know that there is no global variables, everything inside the class only. And Java allows to declare the variables either in the class scope or method scope. So we can declare variables inside the method scope or class scope. So the variables which are going to declare in the particular context of Java program is called scope. What is scope? The variables which are going to declare in the particular context of your Java program, that is called scope. So generally Java support to declare the variables in three different scopes. What are that? One is local variables, number two instance variables, or class variables. Number three, static variables. So these are the three different variables you can use in the Java program, either in the class scope or method scope. Now we'll see discuss one by one. Number one, local variables. See, the variables which are going to declare inside the any block or method or constructor, those variables are called local variables. Declare inside any block or method or constructor. If you declare the variables inside the any particular block or method or constructor, and those variables are called what? Local variables, and these variables are accessible only within that block or within that method or within that constructor, and we cannot access outside because it is local. Because it is local variables, it can applicable only within that block or within that method or within that constructor, and we cannot access outside. If you try to access outside, you will get a compile time error. Understood? So it is accessible only within that scope. Accessible within that scope. Cannot access outside. And these variables, what is the life of these variables? Means these variables are gets initialized or gets created when the method start execution and destroyed when the method stop execution. So gets initialized or created when method or constructor, anything, method start execution. And destroyed when method stop execution. So that means the life of these variables are depends on the particular method or particular constructor or particular block. When that particular block, method or constructor start execution, then these variables are gets created or initialized. When the method stop execution, these variables are gets destroyed. This is the life of these variables. So these are the 3 points we have to remember for the local variables. Local variables are declared inside the any particular block or method or constructor. So once if you declare in that scope, and it is accessible only within that scope, and we cannot access outside because it is local variables. And these variables are gets initialized or created when the method start execution, or when the constructor start execution, and destroyed when the method stop execution, or when the constructor stop execution. And now we will see one example of local variables. Class local variable demo. Static void see one example program for using the local variables. Class name. What is class name? Local variable demo. Then here one method you are using, that is display method of type void, and it is a static method. And here two variables are there, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20 of integer. So these variables are called what? Local variables. Why it is local variable? Because it is declared inside the method. This is the method, inside the method, and it is accessible only within that method, and we cannot access outside because it is declared inside the method. So these variables are called what? Local variables. Now now I am adding these two numbers. So system dot how to display the output on the screen by using the system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. System is a class, out is a object, println is a method. These three we are combined using the dot operator, and sum is equal to a plus b. So here output will be displayed, sum is equal to, what is output? So sum is equal to 30. So this is the output will be displayed. Then public static void main method, public static void main. So always main method will comes with the public static void. So this method is having one argument args of type string. So here we are calling the display. From the main method we are calling the display method. See, from this main method we are calling the display method. So generally the execution will start from the main method. So once the main method start execution, here first statement is display. So this it will call the display method. Immediately the control will go to here. Now here two variables are created and initialized with the values 10 and 20. After that these two will be added and displayed the output 30 on the screen. This is the one example of local variables, and these variables are when it will be created, initialized when the method start execution, and these variables are when it will destroyed when the method stop execution. So this is first one, local variables. Next we will see second one, instance variables. Second one, instance variables. Instance or class variables. See, instance or class variables means these variables are declared inside the class but outside the method, because so these variables are class variables, it will be declared inside the class but outside the method. So once if you declare inside the class, then these variables are accessible anywhere in that class, or we can access any inside the any method or any constructor or any block we can access, because it is class level variables. These variables you can access anywhere in your program within that class, and these variables are gets initialized when the object is created, and these variables are gets destroyed when the object is destroyed. So the life of these variables are depends on the object. When the object is created, the variables are gets created. When the object is destroyed, the variables also will be destroyed. So declared. So these variables are declared inside the class. Inside the class, but outside the method. And it is accessible anywhere in the class. Accessible anywhere within the class. Anywhere within the class, contains any method, contains any constructor, any block, anywhere you can access in the particular class. And gets created, gets initialized. Gets initialized or created. Gets initialized or created when the object is created. And destroyed when the object is destroyed. See, this is depends on the object. So this will be declared inside the class but outside the method, and it is accessible anywhere within the class because it is declared inside the class means you can access anywhere within that class, including any method, including any constructor, any block. And it will be gets initialized or created when the object is created, and it will be destroyed when the object is destroyed. So these variables are depends on the object. So now we will see one example of using the class variables or instance variable. See, class name, instance variable demo, class name, then integer ABC, float f1, f2, double d1, d2. Then public static void main string arguments. System.out.println instance see, this is the example of instance variable. So these three are called instance variables. See, these three are called what? Instance variables. Class name is what? Instance variable. Class is start, integer ABC, float f1, f2, double d1, d2. All these three different types of variables we are declared inside the class, outside the method, so that these variables are called instance variables or class variables. And after that main method will start. Inside the main method, just I am indicating this is the instance variable demo. Just one indication, this is belongs to the instance variable demo. That is one output statement. Then end of the method, end of the class. This is one simple example for instance variable. Next, third one, static variables. These variables are declared inside the class but outside the method with the static keyword. This is also same as like instance variable. This is also declared inside the class, outside the method, but with the static keyword we are declaring these variables. Understood? and these variables are accessible anywhere in the class. It is because it is also we are declaring inside the class, so that you can access anywhere within that class, inside the any method, inside the any constructor, inside the any block you can access these variables. And these variables are gets created or gets initialized when the class loaded first time in the JVM. When your class loaded first time in the JVM, then these variables are gets initialized or created, and these variables are accessible as when the class being loaded in the JVM. Once it will be comes out, then these variables are destroyed. So that otherwise we can say static variables are gets created or initialized when the class start execution, and static variables are get destroyed when the class stop execution, and these variables are will be stored in the static memory. Understood? So declared inside the class but outside the method. With static keyword. Accessible anywhere in the class, then gets created, gets initialized when the class start execution. When the class start execution, and destroyed when the class stop execution. Understood? So these variables are declared inside the class but outside the method, same as like instance variable, but you have to declare with the static keyword, so that it is static variables. And these variables also accessible anywhere in the class, including the method, constructor, or any block we can access, because it is also in the class level. And these variables are gets initialized or created when the class start execution, and these variables are destroyed when the class stop execution. So the life of these variables are depends on the class. When the class start execution, these variables are created. When the class stop execution, these variables are destroyed. And these variables are stored in the static memory. Stored in static memory. And now we will see one example program how to use static variables in Java. Class static variable demo. Integer ABC, float F1, F2, double D1, D2, static int S1, S2, static float R1, R2. Then public static void main string arguments. Integer x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, z is equal to 30. System.out.println static variable demo. Close the method, close the class. See, this is the one example program for declaring the static variables in Java. Class name. Class name is what? Static variable demo. Here this is the instance variables, and this is static variables. So why? Because instance variables and static variables both are declaring inside the class outside the method, and static variables are declared with the static keyword and instance variables are declared without static keyword. That is the main difference. Understood? See here, static, we are using the keyword beside the data type, so that this is static variables and this is instance variables, and inside them, and this is what local variables. Local variables. Why it is local variable? Because we are declared inside the method. This is the method block. Inside the method we are declaring, so that it is local variable. Understood? This is local variables, static variables and instance variables. This is the scope of the variables. So these are the different places we are using the variables. According to that, we can call these are the local variables, static variables and instance variables. And finally here we are just indicating this is the static variable demo program. Just one system.out.println output, I am just indicating this is static variable demo. Understood? These are the three different types of variables we are going to use in the Java program. So local variables, instance variables and static variables. And now we will see another example of static variables by using the block. Even though you can use static block to declare the variables in the Java program. So another example for static. Variables by using block. See example, class static block demo, then public static void main string arguments integer a is equal to 10, system.out.println a, then integer b is equal to 20. This is a block. This is called what? Block 1. This is a block 1 start. Then system.out.println a, system.out.println b. So then another block, integer c is equal to 30. This is block 2. Then system.out.println a, system.out.println b, system.out.println c. Then end of the block 2, end of the block 1. Understood? Now after that, system.out.println b, system.out.println c. Then end of the main method, end of the class. So here class name is static demo, static block demo, class is start, then main method public static void main. Main method is having the one argument args, array of type string. Then here I am declaring the variable a is equal to initialize with the value 10. So that variable value will be displayed. Here output is 10. So here output 10 will be displayed. Understood? Next. Then this is block 1. Always static block will start with the directly by the opening brace and the corresponding closing brace. There is no any keywords like method or any other blocks. There is no any keywords. Directly it will start with the curly braces. Then here block 1, this is a block 1, for example start, here integer b is equal to 20. So now a is accessible. Why? Because so in the block 1 I am accessing the a, it is accessible. Why? Because it is inside the method. So your block also you are using inside the method, so that it is accessible. Main method will be started here and it will be ended here. main will be started here and it will be ended here, so that anyway you are using the variable a inside the main method only, so that it is accessible. So here 10 will be displayed, and system dot out dot println b will be you are declaring inside the block, so b also accessible. Here 20 will be displayed. That is the first block, and inside the block 1 I am using block 2. Inside the block 1 I am using one more block 2. See, this is also static block. Static block I told it will start with the curly braces. Integer c is equal to 30. Integer c is equal to 30. So now a will be accessible. Anyway, block 2 also we are using inside the main method, so it is accessible. A will be displayed 10. Then b will be also displayed. B, because the b will be declared inside the block 1, and your block 2 also you are declaring inside the block 1. The block 2 you are using inside the block 1. This is block 1 and this is block 2, and it is also accessible. So b20 will be accessible because block 2 will be inside the block 1, so that b will be accessible. Then c will be accessible because anyway c will be inside the block only, so c will be accessible, that is 30. Fine. Now end of block 2, end of block 1. Now come system dot out dot println b is not accessible. Why? Because your block will be closed here. Block 1 will be closed, block 2 will be b will be you are declaring inside the block 1, so we are accessing this b outside the block. B will be accessing outside the block. Why? Because block will be already closed here, but we are accessing outside the block, so that it is error. It is error, not possible. And C also not possible. C we are declaring inside the block 2, but we are accessing outside the block, so that C cannot access, error. So that is another example of static variables by using the static block. Even though you can use static blocks in the Java program to declare and use the variables. Understood?